Kate, I told you that I was sure that there are parklets around, and I found one. I knew that I'd be able to find one. All right, this is your place, 1623 Rhine. I'll show you how to get to the Catalano Parklet. It's on Spring Garden Ave. Right across from it, there's a pizza place, and just down the road, away from town, there's Threadbare Cidery. They've got cider and pizzas and dessert. It's kind of like a sports bar, although in the pictures I didn't see giant TVs. So what I'm going to show you now is Google Maps. All right, well, maybe. I thought. Hang on. Oh, bloody hell. Yep, there we go. All right, Google Maps. All right, 1623 Rhine. Walk out the front door, down Rhine to Eiton, then about a block down Eiton to this little funny place where Diana comes in. What you're looking for is what in Pittsburgh we call the crazy path. And it is a crazy path. It's concrete steps with a solid handrail, but you'll definitely want to hold on to it. You go steeply down the crazy path. That'll put you out on a little road that's about, barely a half block, maybe a block. And there you are at Catalano Parklet. Across the street, there's the pizza place, and what is that, about 2 blocks down is Threadbare Cider. You probably wouldn't want to be taking the boys in for a cider, but it's a place you and Dan might enjoy going now and then. All right, let's see if we can get, there we go, next screen. So this is the same thing again, reviewing. This time Google Maps is in the 3D mode, and I've got the the little man that you click to turn on C Street value or C Street view. That's turned on. You walk down Eiton, and here you can see the little blue line. That's the crazy path. And it comes out on the street. You see the blue line going down to the park right there. I also marked the pizza place and, Threadbare Cidery. In real life, it looks like this. Going in this direction, you're headed away from town. That would take you toward Threadbare Cidery. Going in the direction of the arrow, you're headed into town. I think about just 3 or 4 blocks would take you to Dan's shop. All right. There's the pizza place, and the sign tells you that the playground is coming up. You can just see the orange slide there in the distance. That's the parklet. This is a really nice little place. I spent a good bit of time there taking pictures yesterday. This is exactly the kind of place that guys the size of Atticus, yeah, Casper, he won't be hanging out on the slide too much anytime too soon, but, soon. Atticus will be showing his little brother how to use all of those toys. We had, we will, when we still have them, we don't have the kids, but we had the parks. We had parklets like this when the kids were growing up, and these were just perfect. Now, the way you got here is, you see the stop sign. Actually, I think the next, yep, there we go. So this road goes straight down to the parklet, and this is the crazy path. You can see that it goes straight up. You don't need rappelling gear, but it is steep. Straight up to Iton, and then cross Iton to Rhine, and up Rhine, and you're back home again. The opposite direction, it's steeply downhill. You can't make out, well, you see that little bit of green right there. That's right about where the park is. And there's the park. It's, there we go. Really nice little park with, these days they figured out that concrete is maybe not a good thing to cover the surface where kids are going to be playing and almost certainly falling on their heads. So this has that cushiony stuff. Still don't recommend taking a head dive, but it's cushioned and it's a lot better than concrete. So here are a few snaps of the park. Cool colors. I like the colors a lot. Swings. I don't know what that first one is, but it looks like a car seat. I mean, obviously it's not, but I could imagine that before too long you'd be able to strap Caspian in there. I think I might have called him Casper. I knew I was going to do that sooner or later. I know his name is Caspian. And there's a picnic table, so Mom can, well, in theory, sit down. Now that you've got kids, you probably are not going to sit down for another 30 years. There's a shot of the pizza place. That's the logo for Threadbare Cidery. The entrance to Threadbare Cidery, it's just an old building, just a ratty old spring garden building. They put all their cider brewing gear and a nice restaurant on the inside. It's quite a lot nicer. All right, there's the inside. The inside is nice. And I collected a bunch of shots from their website, the barrels and pizzas, and they have an outside seating area with picnic tables. Another shot of the barrels, and that's it. All right, now let me show you how I got the Threadbare cider stuff. All right, I just went to Googled for Threadbare cider Pittsburgh. Because it has an H on it, it is the only burg in the entire country that ends with an H. So when you type Pittsburgh, you're going to get our Pittsburgh. If you open this link, you will not get what we were looking at a minute ago. you get this, which, it's kind of boring. The story about Johnny Appleseed, and okay, you could do without that, really. I didn't even bother to open the rest of these. What I was showing you, I got by going over here. Good. You can see all of the pictures. There were a lot of them. Just scroll down, and that's obvious. You can see the owner's pictures. That's where I got the logo. Pretty cool. I don't know, barrels are just cool. Oh, come on, there we go. All right. You can get a flight of ciders if you want to, try out a few different ones. That would be a cool thing to do. Nice picture of the barrels with some, whatever that thing is on the top. It's a dumb picture. Barrels and these things. I guess you make cider much in the same way you make beer. I suppose. I don't really know anything about anything, but the pictures are cool. Never been there, but the brochure looks nice. All right, that's it. That's the whole story. Boy, I really will be pleased if Rhine Street works out for you. That would be sweet. Cheers.